Back to school time is stressful enough when you're a parent trying to get your kid ready to go for the year ahead. It is another thing entirely when you are in charge of thousands of kids and just found out you're not getting the money that you've been counting on for their schooling. We're talking billions in taxpayer dollars. It started with the announcement from the U.S. Department of Education that some $6.8 billion would be held from schools. Money Congress approved in March and schools expected to see on July 1st. This affects everything from teacher training programs to programs for students to kids working to learn English. The Trump administration claims that these grants have been somehow misused to subsidize what it calls a radical left-wing agenda. Education leaders say that is not the case, and withholding funds hurts students.
From top to bottom, this is going to make life in America much more challenging for your average black student, your average brown student, and any kid growing up in a low-income household.
Facing growing pushback on this, even among some Republicans, the Trump administration did reverse course on more than $1 billion in grants that help fund after-school and summer programs, especially in high poverty and low-performing schools, though there are conditions that districts now have to meet to use those funds. It's safe to say this funding freeze sparked a frenzy. 24 states are now suing the Trump administration, claiming that Congress has the power of the purse, not the president. They want a judge to release the money as soon as possible. Kansas and Missouri leaders did not sign on to the lawsuit, even though schools in both our states are losing out on tens of millions of dollars in funding. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly, though, did write a letter along with 17 other governors calling on the Secretary of Education to release the money, writing in part, "This funding is essential to support student learning, teacher training and preparation, and after-school programs that working parents rely on, especially in rural areas." We know several local school districts are deeply affected by this. Shawnee Mission schools are out nearly $1 million they'd anticipated, with similar shortfalls in Olathe and Lee Summit. Kansas City, Kansas public schools are losing out on nearly $5 million. Kansas City, Missouri schools losing a little more than $4 million earmarked to help students and teachers. I've asked KCPS Superintendent Dr. Jennifer Collier to join us to help us understand the impact of these cuts. Thank you so much for being here. First off, how badly does this affect your district and what's going on behind the scenes to make up for this shortfall?
So thinking about the loss of about $4 million, a little over that, it's just not numbers on a piece of paper. This truly does impact the experiences, the lives, and the future of the children here in our community. We've had to make some adjustments to be able to continue some of those essential services that we just have to provide. For example, for our English language learners, many of these children, some of them are new to America, some of them have not had education even in their home countries, and so we have to provide lots of supports for those children that are new to America and that are learning English. They receive services at and above what other students are receiving so that they can catch up and then they can be prepared to continue to matriculate through our schools. And so there's a lot of support that has to be provided, and we did not take the stance that we just can no longer provide it. We have to serve these children to the best of our ability. And so some of the adjustments that we've made to address the English language learners and teacher professional development that's been cut, we can't move away from that either. It's essential that our teachers are getting that support. So we have moved some of those funds into our operating budget, which means we had to make some really difficult decisions this past spring to make room for that. We had to cut some positions at our central office, which we did, and then we also had to eliminate positions, building sub positions across our district.
So you'd anticipated something like this happening earlier on in the year?
We did. We were hearing early on that this could potentially happen, and we didn't want to be caught out at the last minute scrambling trying to figure out what to do. And we also wanted to ensure that the services that we're providing our students, that we would be able to continue.
Obviously, you want students to not really notice any changes, but what's the biggest change that students, teachers, and families will see?
I think what they'll probably feel most, because we thought it was important to continue services at the same level that we've provided. So they won't feel a difference there. However, our buildings will feel a slight difference in not having that dedicated building sub in every building. We found that to be very valuable as we went through COVID-19. It was one of the carryovers that we continued in our schools because we saw that it was extremely valuable to have a sub that was a part of that building, a part of the culture, that knew the school, and that can continue instruction if a teacher or someone had to be absent. So that is where I think our schools are going to feel the biggest pinch this year. Another program that was impacted by this was our adult education, and that's extremely important as well as we think about educating the adults in our community, and many of them happen to be parents and family members of the children that we serve. We've really focused on literacy in our school system, and we ask families to support us. But how do parents and families support us in that if they themselves are struggling? And so our adult education is extremely important as we work to empower the entire family, not just the student, but the family members in our community.
We know even with the Trump administration saying, okay, we're going to release some of those funds, those Title IV-B funds we were just talking about, Kansas is still waiting on more than $35 million, more than $45 million in Missouri. And again, this is funding that many districts thought they'd be able to access weeks ago. What's your message to the president?
It's unfathomable that we are not demonstrating care and value for the most vulnerable in our community and the most, I guess, our greatest asset in our community, our children. And public schools across our nation are being impacted. Millions of children are being impacted by these decisions. And to think that this won't have a larger impact on our nation, that won't be good. And so our nation is going to have to pay for this later.
We know that Missouri and Kansas have not signed on to a lawsuit
That is correct.
trying to get that money back. What's your take on that?
I know for our district in particular, we've been looking and watching. One of the things that we don't want to do is to put a target on our backs as a district. We've already been notified that we're one of the districts that is being scrutinized and looked at. However, we are encouraging our community to raise their voices. We have had conversations with our legislators, lawmakers, letting them know what our concerns are and wanting them to speak up and to fight not only for us, but for children across our state and across this nation.
All right, we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Dr. Jennifer Collier with KCBS, thank you so much. Count on KMBC 9 News and Heart of the Matter as we watch the impact of this freeze on education across our area. We'll bring you updates on this funding fight on air and online at KMBC.com.